Isang magandang araw po muli sa inyong lahat mga kaibigan and welcome to another week of your Legal Forum. Sa linggo po na ito ay medyo maiiba po ang ating tatalakayin, medyo mainit itong topic na ito sa kasalukuyan, but I'm very sure that our discussion this entire week will be able to raise a lot of information para po sa ating mga viewers. Ito ay patungkol sa pagmamay-ari ng isang baril, the right to own a gun. Okay, so to start the week rolling, pag-uusapan po natin sa araw na ito ang kwento ni Anthony. Si Anthony po ay isang homeowner sa Quezon City at dahil nga po malapit ang kanyang tahanan sa ilang mga informal settlers, may mga pagkakataon na may mga kapitbahay na siya na nanakawan. Anthony feels that if he has a gun, he will feel safer and that he will be able to protect his home and his family from the robbers. Naisip din niya na maaari niyang barilin kung sino man magte-trespass sa kanyang tahanan or any strangers who try or attempt to go inside their house for that matter. Subalit, nabasa niya na meron daw ngayong kasalukuyang requirement para sa isang court clearance saying na hindi siya dapat merong past or pending active cases in court. Kaya't nais ngayon malaman nitong si Anthony, bakit daw po kinakailangan ng isang court clearance? Hindi ba ito pareho lamang sa isang NBI clearance? What is the definition of the term license to carry or permit to carry firearm or rather permit to carry firearm outside of residence? Thus, the registration of a gun differ from owner to owner, meaning that there are different kinds of licenses. Legal daw po ba na bumaril ng isang intruder sa iyong tahanan? Kung hindi daw po, kailan naman pwedeng bumaril na isang tao na pumasok sa inyong bahay? Will that not be make gun ownership impractical then? And finally, ano naman daw po ang liability ng isang tao na namaril ng isang magnanakaw if the robber was caught in the act of stealing? We will know the answers to all of these questions right after this break. Balik po tayo sa ating programang Legal Forum mga kaibigan. Kanina nga po ay pinag-uusapan natin ang concerns itong si Anthony. And the following are the questions that have been raised. Bakit daw po kinakailangan mag-submite ng isang court clearance? Hindi ba ito duplication lamang ng isang NBI clearance? Ano naman daw po ang ibig sabihin ng isang license to carry or isang permit to carry firearm outside of residence? Yung pagre-rehistro daw po ba ng isang baril for every owner, would it differ? Meron daw po ba ibang-ibang mga license? Is it legal to shoot an intruder who enters your home? Kung hindi naman daw po pinapayagan ng batas, kailan naman daw pwedeng bumaril na isang taong pumapasok sa inyong tahanan? Will this not make the ownership of guns impractical then? And finally, ano naman daw po ang liability ng isang ng baril kung sakasakaling siya ay nakabaril ng isang magnanakaw na nahuli sa akto ng pagnanakaw? Joining us this week, friends, is another most distinguished guest. He obtained his Bachelor of Arts degree majoring political science from the University of the Philippines. He then pursued his Bachelor of Laws degree also from the State University. Thereafter, he pursued his Master's in Law majoring in litigation from the University of Illinois. And at present, he happens, well, in the past, he was a former treasurer officer of the IBP Quezon City, and at present, he is a partner of the Tabujara and Associates, and at the same time, the Secretary General of Pro-Gun. Please welcome my very special guest for this week, Atty Ernesto Tabujara Jr. Isang magandang araw sa iyo, Tiki.
Thank you very much for having me in your show.
Okay, it's our honor kasi masyado kang very talagang andito yung advocacy mo ata sa bagay na ito, kaya interesado, curious ako kung anong meron, but we will discuss that further on Friday. Sa araw na ito, let's tackle muna itong some basic questions about the requirements that are presently imposed before a person may be issued a license to own first a gun.
Yes, first of all, yung binanggit nyo kanina, yung kailangan walang pending criminal case, this is a requirement of the new law, no? Yung Republic Act 10591, na sinasabi na if you want to license a firearm legally, you have to have no pending criminal case. Kasi nga, pag may criminal record kayo, you're disqualified, no, from licensing a firearm. Now, that is different from an NBI clearance kasi ang NBI clearance just states yung mga record mo, no, kung may record ka, kung may conviction ka, prior cases, but it does not mention if you have pending cases in court.
So, the mere pendency of a case, bawal na kaagad na magmamayari ng barel. Ganun ang ibig sabihin. Let's say, it's a libel case, it's nothing to do with, anything to do with guns, automatically?
Depende. If it's a criminal case which is filed before the prosecutor's office, wala pa yon. It's not counted as a pending criminal case. So, magkakaroon muna ng preliminary investigation na tinatawag, and then it's only upon referral to court, whether sa regional trial court o kaya sa metropolitan trial court or municipal trial court, na nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na pendency of a criminal case. In which case, that would already disqualify somebody from owning a firearm. Although, pro-gun is opposing this because dapat ang argument namin is that may conviction sa criminal case bago ma-disqualify yung tao, hindi yung pendency lang.
Okay, kasi marami nga naman dyan, mga harassment suits lang naman talaga, no? I mean, we're very much aware that that can happen. Now, ano naman ang pinagkaiba nitong lisensya na ini-issue para magkakaroon ka ng pagmamay-ari ka ng barel compared to a license naman to carry or yung PTC-FOR, yung Permit to Carry Firearm Outside of Residence? Iba-iba ba ang requirements nito sa bawat nag-apply, or is it the same thing but this is different of course from the requirements for owning a gun?
Magkaiba yung dalawang yun, no? Yung permit to carry is next step, no, towards yung ilalabas mo yung baril doon sa bahay mo, which is in addition to having your license. So pag may lisensya kayo ng baril, that is the first legal step to own and possess a firearm. So sa bahay lang dapat ito. But if you would want to carry the firearm outside of your residence, then you would have to apply for another permit, which is the permit to carry firearm outside of residence, o tinatawag na PTC-FOR. Now, yung requirements of both are different, no? Sa license, we have the usual requirements, no? Yung clearances mo sa court clearance, drug test, yung mga magpa-fill out ka na application form, and you have also to have a medical and neuropsychiatric exam. No, pero pagka permit to carry outside of residence, ang nag-approve dito, it's not just the Firearms and Explosives Office of the PNP, but it is the Chief PNP himself who will evaluate your application and make a determination of whether or not you are qualified to possess or to carry the firearm outside of your residence.
So it's possible that a person who is issued a license to own a gun, tapos walang PTC-FOR, tapos dinala niya yung baril niya sa labas, and nahuli siya, pwede siya makulong?
Yes. In fact, carrying a licensed firearm outside of your residence without a permit to carry outside of your residence is a criminal offense, which is punishable by about 3 years imprisonment.
Yung kay Robin ba before, was that a non-licensed firearm or he did not have the permit to carry firearm outside of residence?
I think it was a non-licensed firearm which he carried outside of his residence. Long arm po ito. It was a Armalite M16.
Tapos wala pa siyang permit to carry firearm outside of residence.
Yes.
Okay, so ngayon, ito na nga yung kwento ni Anthony, no? Kasi maraming ang nakawan na nangyayari sa kanilang subdivision. And pinapasok pa talaga sa loob ng bahay. So yun yung worry niya, baka minsan na lang, biglang may darating na lang na magnanakaw at sasaktan yung kanyang pamilya. So gusto niya ngayon magkaroon ng kanyang sariling baril. Now, ang question dito is, pag pumasok daw ba ang isang magnanakaw sa loob ng bahay, automatic daw ba yan? Pwede mo na daw bang barilin kaagad?
Okay, it's a common concern, no, sa among homeowners na kung pasukan tayo ng bahay natin, do you have the right to defend yourself? The answer is yes. However, there's a qualification, no? Kailangan may actual attempt o threat doon sa buhay mo o sasaktan ka talaga ng pumasok. Pero kung yung magnanakaw, pumasok, tapos nagnakaw ng, let's say, isang item doon sa bahay, tapos tumakbo, wala po tayong karapatan na barilin yung taong yon. Yung karapatan lang na gumamit ng baril sa pagdepensa kung meron lang unlawful aggression doon sa sarili mo nung taong pumasok doon sa bahay mo.
So definitely, pag nag-escape na yung magnanakaw, so, kumbaga, sa likod mo babarilin, bawal na bawal yun.
Homicide po yun. In fact, I'm handling an actual case right now na ganun din, no, na may pumasok na magnanakaw, tapos tumalon sa gate, hinabol ng may-ari sa labas, binaril, namatay yung magnanakaw. Kinaswam pa yung homeowner ng homicide kasi wala nang threat dun sa homeowner ng magnanakaw.
Sana sa paan na lang niya tinamaan para hindi lang makatakbo at mahuhuli. Pag ganun ba, ano bang crime doon? kung sa paa lang siya natamaan?
Well, obviously, it will be the crime of physical injuries, no? O kaya, kung medyo serious yung pagkatama doon sa katawan, pwede maging attempted homicide yung kaso.
Okay, so sa intention mo na maprotektan yung pamilya mo, ikaw pa ngayon makukulong. Okay, so eto naman yung concern pa na isa ni Anthony. Ano naman daw ang liability ng isang homeowner kapag nahuli niya isang taong magnanakaw tapos in the act of stealing? Would he have the right to shoot the person, or is it a situation that must be more than just stealing? Kumbaga, there's a threat na talaga to the lives of people there. Like meron din siyang hawak na baril, for example.
Well, again, it depends on the situation, no? Kasi ang paggamit ng baril sa pag-self-defense at makabaril ka ng tao, there have to be 3 requirements to sa self-defense, no? Yung unlawful aggression, tapos meron din reasonable necessity of the means used, no, to repel the threat. And then secondly, walang provocation do sa tao. Ngayon, kung yung tao na pumasok sa bahay, magnanakaw, tapos armado, may dalang kutsilyo, may dalang baril, syempre, pwede na yun, no? Kasi threat na. So you can effectively shoot him and claim self-defense, no? Pero pagka ang isang magnanakaw, let's say bata, pumasok sa bahay mo, tapos nanakaw ng gamit, wala naman armas, siguro hindi pa siya threat dun sa buhay ng homeowner. So hindi pa justified at that point na barilin o patayin yung intruder. So, ang pinakamagandang gawin dyan is, if you have a firearm, may intruder sa bahay mo, siguro i-hold mo lang at gunpoint until the police arrive. And then, yung police na bahala mag-deal do sa intruder. Huwag mo basta-bastang kakalabitin yung gatilyo ng baril at baka ikaw pa makasama do sa sarili mo.
Okay. Kailangan talaga responsible din ang magmamay-ari ng isang baril. Hindi ka naman parang gusto mo lang, mamaril ka lang ng mamaril. It doesn't work that way po, mga kaibigan. It's purely for self-defense, not to become an aggression to other people, kumbaga. What if lang, for example, kasi yung isang kakilala ko humingi ng tulong dahil nga tinutukan nga daw siya ng baril ng kanyang asawa. As it turns out, the gun pala was not real. But it really looks so real, no? Akala talaga ng lahat, totoong baril. What if yung magnanakaw, wala namang kakayahan na bumili ng totoong baril, nagdala ng kunwari baril-barilan, and then aiming at the homeowner, tapos yung homeowner naman thinking na totoong baril at papatayin nga naman siya because this person is a trespasser in his home, mabaril niya, would that change the equation?
Well, sa bagong batas natin, sa RA 10591, the use of a replica or imitation firearm in the commission of a crime shall make the firearm considered as a real firearm, no? So, yung paggamit ng replica firearm is already a threat to the homeowner, no? So, in such case, because of yung paniniwala ng homeowner na there's somebody who's actually threatening his life, I think he would be justified already in using his firearm to defend himself.
Okay, kasi nga naman, why carry a fake gun entering into home? So parang ang intention mo talaga is manakot. Meron talagang intended coercion sa family na nakatira doon sa bahay na yon. Thank you, Tiki, for helping us out with our problem situation today. I will be seeing you tomorrow for the rest of our questions this week.
Thank you.
Salamat, Tiki. And once again, friends, we would like to thank everyone for joining us today. We hope you continue to make Legal Forum a part of your daily habit. Until tomorrow then, I'm Attorney Georgie Alonso.